What else can people do besides not turning the phone on first thing, not checking the news? What are some of the other things?
I mean, first of all, one thing for me is not drinking. I mean, that was the superpower for me. You know, when I stopped drinking, I realized what a cage, that had kept me in a cage for so long. It was like I had this, it's like Stockholm syndrome. You know, drink was my captor, you know, and I absolutely idolized this thing that was keeping me trapped and keeping me stressed. I had no money, but, you know, if that was a friend of yours, you'd have ditched him a long time ago, I'd certainly hope. But yeah, the thing for me is, right, and now I'm really starting to look deep into the cellular health of who we are. You know, I've now realized, I'm taking a lot of information in now, but we think, oh, we can go for a run and that's going to be the answer to our fitness and our mental health. We think we can just do a bit of mindset stuff and that's going to be the answer to everything. We think we can just maybe just eat a little bit better. It's more than that, it has to be a lot more than that. And really, when I went into that house some time ago, I focused on those three things: mind, body, and nutrition. And I truly believe that if you take one of those away, you're missing a big piece of that pyramid. So really, you know, I'm so addicted to learning about our water. Now, water is a big thing for me. It's like, well, for us all, 75% water, and we don't care the quality of the water that's going in there. The majority of the water out there is absolutely flawed. It's dead. It's dead water. And then you're getting all the fluorides and this, that, and the other. The pipes are corroded, blah, blah, blah. You've got
Microplastics.
Microplastics. You've got pharmaceuticals in there that you can't get rid of. You know, it's toxic. And that's the one thing, isn't it? If you had to be the one thing that you have to change in your life, and this is what I say to people, start drinking water, good quality water, bit of Celtic salt first thing in the morning, stay away from the coffee for 60 minutes, and which that then affects your circadian rhythm. It allows you to wake up properly. And then get your exercise in, start doing stuff that takes you away from the everyday monotony of yesterday. You know, it is a simple process, and a lot of this stuff is free. I mean, you've had Dave Asprey on here. Has he been on the show?
Yeah, many times.
He's been on the show, so you know, a lot of the stuff, and all this knowledge, in a world of knowledge, you not knowing about stuff is pure ignorance. You know, there's so much information out there, but the thing is, it's what you choose to believe, isn't it? Mm. Because if you're of that sort of, a lot of people don't want to hear a different narrative because it's too much energy. It's too much of an upset to their day-to-day for them to, you know, if you tell them something, this cognitive dissonance will just go, no. And it's like I've tried to tell members of my family, you should not be having all this low-fat stuff and all this. It should be, you know, this is the stuff that's really making people ill. But you can't change them. They're so set in their ways. They're so set in that program. So people, you know, and they say the student is only ready. No, the teacher will only appear when the student's ready. Some people never wake up.
Investment Club. Today, I consider it the best investment that I've ever made. We get 4 projects presented a week by their associated CEOs. Personally, I'm completely blown away by the quality of these projects, and I know of nowhere else where I would be given this same opportunity. Each week that passes, I feel more appreciative of the fact that I'm a member of this group. The vibe was just tremendous. Everybody's on the same wavelength. We just clicked. Everybody listened to each other, enjoyed their company. It was just magical, magical. Take action. Don't take my word for it. Due diligence you need to do. And I really hope that someday down the road I see you in the club. It far exceeded expectations, without question.
Let's talk about the drinking, because it's something that affected both of us for a long period of time. And it's something that is literally part of the culture in Britain, I noticed. Not that it doesn't exist in America, but when I moved to Britain full-time in 2002, I realized that it was just woven into everything of the culture. I'm in the city, people are drinking during the day. I mean, that didn't really happen on Wall Street where I was. it was just so inherently part of the culture somehow. And again, maybe that's back to the programming, and then you go even further and say, okay, maybe it's part of other people using it to control. But you had it really early because you grew up in a town where there was literally a brewery where they would pay you, I think, in beer. I mean, you've gone through an entire journey. I'm just curious how you look at alcohol, how it's part of the human narrative and condition, and then what did you learn?
Yeah, no, it's been an interesting journey with the alcohol. And 14 years old when I took my first drink, and I lived in that town. Well, it's a brewery town. You know, everyone in my family drank, and I just had this relationship with drinking. And I always say hindsight's a wonderful thing, but it never won any wars. It's great for reflection, and it's great for then to start choosing how you're going to move forward in the future. But for me, for drinking, I think this is a big problem. Like a lot of people, first of all, they haven't got a drinking problem. They've got a problem that causes them to drink. And they start that relationship very early with drink, and that's to mask an emotion. You know what I mean? Isn't it? That's what we all do it because societal pressure as well.
Yeah.
We must all do this. You've got parents saying, let him have his first drink, all this stuff. It's sort of, we grow into it.
And you've said it before. You have a bad day, have a drink. You have a good day, have a drink.
Yeah.
Somebody dies, you have a drink. Somebody's born, you have a drink. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I believe it stems from there because we've used it to mask an emotion. So we've relied on it for that emotional fix. But then our mind's gone, well, can we use it for that? Can we use it for sorrow? Can we use it for happiness? Can we use it? And really what you're doing, it's really corrupt. It's putting up a smoke screen. So any kind of problems, any kind of issues, confidence as well. This is why so many adults have got confidence issues. Why have you got confidence issues? It's because you've never actually dealt with the problem, and that is the emotion. You've always had a drug to deal with the emotional deficit of your confidence.
Right. So,
and that was certainly the case for me. I rented a personality through drink.
Fun guy.
Yeah. And you know what, after not drinking now, I was thinking about this, I think all day long, but I was thinking about this just recently. I was thinking, I'm a total contradiction to who I made myself through drink. Because the drink made me a real extrovert. I was the party guy, this, that, and the other. Take the drink away, I'm a totally different person. So you realize how much you're fighting against the grain of actually who you are.
Right.
And that for me, when I stopped drinking, which was some time, I got to a point where I crashed and burned and started thinking about suicide. I never attempted it, but the fact I was there was a wake-up call for me.
How old were you?
43.
Okay.
43. So, and I realized how damaging it was for me, and it had to go. But I forgot the point of what I was saying, the point of what I was coming to, but I used it for that emotional,
Right, or you were the extrovert guy.
The extrovert guy, and then suddenly you take that away, and I'm not that extrovert at all. So you're fighting against the real person, the real essence of who you are. And when it got to that point, I was so petrified because, again, going back to the survival mechanism, I didn't know who I was in the future. I had no idea who Ollie Ollerton was. And, it's, and that was, when the survival mind, if uncharted territory moving forward, it's terrified of it.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.